What's up guys, AJ here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 7 successful habits for real estate agents, and I think 7 is going to be a game changer for your business, so make sure you stick to the end. So number 1, morning routine. Do you have a morning routine? Of course you do, but is it serving your success or is it stealing from your success? Everyone has a routine. Some just are going through the routine by default instead of by design. So a great morning routine for you is going to be different than maybe somebody else's, but here are some essential items that you could include in your morning routine. So waking up, what time are you going to wake up? 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m.? You got to choose that for you, but what are you going to do once you're up? Are you spending time reading to get your mind right? Are you watching motivational YouTube videos? Are you praying, meditating, journaling? All of these things could be included, or maybe you just pick and choose what works best for you. Then when you're about to start work, your morning routine does not stop when you're about to start working. It actually carries over. So a good morning routine as a real estate agent is practicing your scripts. Do you have role play partners? So ideally, you're a prospecting-based agent because you have a great foundation, you're a professional. You're practicing your scripts for say 15 to 30 minutes, and then you're going right into the actual prospecting. A great book that I recommend for nailing your morning routine is called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. So if you need some extra motivation, if you need a little more help crafting that morning routine, definitely read that book. The link will be in the description. Number 2, working out regularly. Now this could be part of your morning routine. Maybe you do it at lunch, maybe you do it in the evenings. Find what works best for you. But working out regularly is crucial to being a successful real estate agent. It helps keep your confidence high, it keeps your energy levels high, and when you go in for that listing appointment or you're meeting with buyers, or even if you're just on the phone prospecting, having high energy, being confident are all crucial to your success. For me personally, it changes when I like to work out. For a period there, I was working out in the mornings at 5 a.m. and I was absolutely crushing it. That was probably my best year as an individual sales agent. Then I transitioned a little bit because I didn't want to wake up at 4:30 every morning. So I started working out actually at lunchtime. So what I would do is I'd nail a 3-hour time block for prospecting from 8 to 11. And then I would head to the gym, have lunch, rejuvenate myself, then come back for an afternoon of either appointments or more prospecting, depending on where I was that day in my business. Then I got to a point where I was working out at 4 p.m. every day when I was doing CrossFit, and that worked out really well for me when I didn't have appointments in the afternoon. I'd crush all my work for the day, hit the gym at 4, so it was a hard stop for my day, work out from 4 to 5:30, then head home, and I'd be completely done with work for the evening. But the key is to be consistent for seasons in your life. Don't go during the morning one day, the afternoon one day. Stick to a consistent schedule if you can. Number 3, successful agents invest in themselves. What are you doing right now to invest back in yourself? Now this might be a new concept to you, but investing back in yourself can be super simple. It can be as easy as reading books, listening to great podcasts, YouTube videos, or it can be going to conferences. It can be hiring a coach, but you need to always be investing back in yourself. It could be the food that you're eating. Are you eating healthy? You got to think about investing back in yourself because you are your biggest asset. You will get the biggest return on your investment in yourself. What I recommend you do is you actually have a growth schedule. So every year I'm looking at my calendar. What major conferences do I have on my calendar for the year? I always try to plan a couple real estate related conferences and then a couple personal development conferences. Both of these are great. They serve different purposes. Another thing that you should be doing is joining mastermind groups. Right now I currently have 2 different coaches. I'm in a mastermind group and I attend events every couple of months because it keeps me operating at the highest level possible and it allows me to continue to grow as a person, both personally and professionally. Number 4, are you coachable? Now, you don't have to have a coach to be coachable. You could have mentors, you could have other agents that you just network with, that you mastermind with, and naturally people are going to share advice with you. Now, you don't always have to take all advice you get, of course, but you need to at least think about it and not just shut it down right off the bat. So, are you coachable? Are you open to advice from others? Are you willing to change what you're currently doing? Or do you always just think, your way's the best, you're going to do it your way? I found to reach the highest levels of success that you need to be coachable. And it's even better when you hire a coach because it collapses time frames. I simply look at hiring a coach as collapsing time frames. I mean, with YouTube out there, with various blogs, we live in the information age, so all the information is out there, but by hiring a coach, it allows you to get to where you want to go faster than trying to find out all the information on your own. And a big part of having a coach is the accountability piece of it, and that brings me to my next point. Number 5 is successful people seek out accountability. Best way to do this is definitely to hire a coach because when you pay somebody, you have skin in the game. But if you're not in a position position to where you can hire a coach right now, then get accountability partners. You can go to free groups on Facebook and find these people, network in these Facebook groups. A link to my free Facebook coaching group is going to be in the description, but go to anyone. There's tons of great ones out there and find accountability partners. Accountability is the breakfast of champions, so seek it out. And just remember, when you're trying to find accountability partners, it's just like anything else. You're going to have to go through multiple accountability partners to find the right one, to find somebody who's as committed as you are. And if you don't think you need accountability because you're disciplined enough, then I challenge you to rethink that, because even if you are disciplined and you're already doing most of the things that you need to be doing, could you be doing more? Could an accountability partner help you in different areas of your life? Maybe like the working out aspect of it. That's one of them. You shouldn't just have accountability in your business, but also in your personal life, because business and your personal life is highly intertwined. So when you get your accountability partner, make sure that you're on the same page and both of you are engaged in leveling up all areas of your life. Because in order to operate at the highest levels in business, you're also going to need to operate at the highest levels personally, health, fitness, relationships, financially. So we're almost there, guys. Number 7 is so good, and I promise you, if you follow it, you'll smash through your financial goals. Number 6, invest back in your business. So we talked about investing back in yourself, but investing back in the business is a completely different thing. This is spending money on things like professional photography, leads, technology that's going to help you work more efficiently. Eventually, maybe you want to hire a buyer's agent or an assistant, and that could even be a virtual assistant somewhere in a place like the Philippines. Investing back in your branding. You should have a 10% budget right off the bat set aside for lead generation and for marketing. I want you to think, can I pay somebody to do this activity for me cheaper? So for example, as a real estate agent, if you make $50 an hour and you're spending time designing your own flyers, couldn't you easily find a graphic designer for $10, $15 an hour to do that for you? All right, so number 7 is prospect consistently for 2 to 3 hours a day. And I can virtually guarantee you that if you do this, you will be a top producer in your market. Now, the key with this is doing it consistently over time. When it comes down to it, sales is a contact sport. So when you have it time blocked to where you're actually prospecting consistently 2 to 3 hours a day, you start to make consistent contacts, and over time, those contacts turn into relationships, and those relationships turn into closings. I like to think of it as a relationship farm. I want you to think of it as like a funnel. So picture a funnel, an upside down triangle. The more contacts you make and the more nurtures you can put in the top of that funnel, the more closings you're going to have. If you're in a position in your business, maybe you've been in real estate a long time, or maybe you're a brand new agent, but you're not doing the amount of business that you want to be doing, then right now, when you take this advice and you start prospecting today, just know that it's going to be a bit of a grind. Just know you're going to have to suck at it first to get good at it. Just know you need to fill that funnel up before you can expect closings. If you prospect for 2 to 3 hours over the next week and then don't do it next week, then come back to it, you lose all momentum and it's not going to work. But if you commit right now to 2 to 3 hours a day for the next year, your mind will be blown at the results you accomplish. I didn't figure this part out until about halfway through my first year as an agent. And my first year I only sold 6 houses because I had no momentum. But what happened is by the end of that first year, I had over 20 active listings and I sold 36 houses my second year as an agent. All right, guys, so if you have questions, be sure to put those in the comments. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. And as always, please subscribe and share this with somebody that you think it might be able to help.